I had multiple projects before that I didn't really finish and complete, only to about like 60%. One of them was my first business was to do an Amazon FBA thing, and we bought like shakers from China that we wanted to sell on Amazon, and we only sold about like 100 or 200 from the 1,000 that we ordered. Or I started YouTube channels before. I tried drop shipping. This is only like 10K per month, which is not a lot. I did DJing, which I also didn't pursue. But then on the other side, I had also a lot of projects that I did complete. For example, I set the goal of running a marathon. I did do this. This one was almost without training, but then I also ran an ultra marathon, which is anything above 42 kilometers pretty much. That was 50 in 5 hours. There's me with my blonde hair. I also got into bodybuilding, pursued this for many, many years, still do. Also got into dating, and especially as an INFP, which I am, you're naturally born more as an introvert. So learning how to approach girls and people on the street and in the club and stuff like this was, first of all, a really hard push outside of my comfort zone. But again, I pursued it for many years, and I did it, and I got it to a level where I met my girlfriend by approaching her on the street. And the question is, and I also built a 6-figure agency, which I don't really have a picture of here. And the question is, why did I kept starting these ones? I didn't finish the old ones while also starting other ones on the side. And why did I finish these ones? Okay. And the first thing, and that is really important, is shiny object syndrome. So during those phases in my life, I remember the Amazon FBA thing. I was building this while I was studying at university, and I was kind of, student life. I was on social media, I was on YouTube, I was consuming tons of different things. I bought different courses and books, and I was just all over the place. That was the main reason this one failed, because we weren't focused on this at all. And I was trying a YouTube channel at the side. I was building 5 different businesses, aka I had 5 different websites. And I was just all over the place. And then you scroll on social media and you saw something else, or this guy is traveling, or this guy is getting rich through this thing. And you start so many different things. It's not even funny. And the YouTube channel I was building at the same time. So just by being so distracted on so many different things at the same time, there's no chance that I would have finished any of these. And with the other ones, I was just, especially with the agency and also the fitness and stuff like this, I was just focused on this thing. I wasn't doing fitness while I was also trying to be a yoga instructor and also trying to be a marathon runner. Those were different times. I was doing the bodybuilding before, then I kind of wanted to do more and something else. So I got really into running and running marathons and stuff like this. And those were different times of my life. I did the gym for 5 years. This one I did for a few years. And I wasn't distracting at all. And the main thing here is to just stop consuming stuff online. That was the biggest shift for me, and which made all the difference here. And especially in business, I just stopped consuming social media. So because I feel like that is the main reason for shiny object syndrome, is you just see shit online on social media and you think it's going to be better if I go do this, but it's not true. It's just not true. The grass is greener where you water it. That was a quote I always had in my mind that someone said. And I deleted all my Instagram. I don't really look on YouTube, only very selectively. I don't follow any blogs. I don't read any newsletters. I don't scroll on social media. I don't do any of that. So there's no way for me to see something cool online or what the coolest Chinese business model is right now, and then get really excited because someone is selling it to me in a really good way. That helped a lot. Then the other thing is, so number 2, with these things, I was focused on the goal every single time. Like with the YouTube, I want to go viral and have X amount of subscribers. With the dropshipping, I wanted to go to like 100K per month. With the DJing, I was imagining myself standing in front of like 1,000 people. With the Amazon FBA, again, I imagined myself building this business and selling thousands of shakers. Every time I was focused on the outcome, okay? In those cases, I wasn't at all. I was focused on the action and the system that I need to put in place in order to get me to the outcome. For example, I knew like getting a girlfriend back in the day, it was really far away from me because I couldn't even talk to girls. But I was then starting to focus so much on the actions I have to do on every single day that I actually automatically have gotten to the result. So what I mean by this is if you just focus on getting a girlfriend or approaching girls on the street or getting laid or whatnot, then you're not going to get the result. But I was focused on the action I need to put in on a consistent basis in order to get the result, which in my case was to approach like 3 people, 5 people, sometimes even 10 people every single day on the street. And I need to do this for a long period of time. So I start small. I do one approach every single day where I just say hi. Then next month I do one step above and I ask them a question. And after like 3 months, I actually start approaching girls and striking up a conversation. And then later on, next step is to strike a conversation. Maybe we can exchange Instagram. And then you keep building up on this, but you focus on the system, not on the result. You just focus on approaching the girl every single day or going to the gym every single day. Same thing with the gym. I was focused on just tracking my calories before, then I was eating healthy before. Then I got into the gym like 3 times a week, then 5 times. And then I kept working on the system. And with the running, the same thing, or with the agency. For example, I got really good in copywriting, and I didn't do it by focusing on writing some $1 million copies. I did it by writing 200 shitty words every single day for a long period of time. And over time, this built up the skill of writing really good copies. So you have to break this down into daily actionables and then make them a habit so you continuously do them for a long period of time. So systems. And the last thing, which I talk a lot about, is values. So the stuff you often don't finish is because you don't feel any meaning behind them. You don't vibe with them, if you want to say it like this. Okay? So you need to understand your values and who you are as a person, and maybe do the personality tests and all these different things and really understand what are my values, my core values, and what goals can I set that really match with those values. Because oftentimes we set goals which we see online, shiny object syndrome like, and then you pursue them because you got excited and someone sold it to you and you became all enthusiastic and stuff like this. And I did it as well. But you don't actually have any meaning behind it. If I would ask you, why are you doing this? Like, what's your emotional motive behind it? You would probably tell me something superficial. Like, I want to make money. I want to look cool. I want to get liked. I want to do X, Y, Z. Those are not really long-term drivers that will give you a lot of meaning and fulfillment that you seek in life. So by understanding your values and then setting goals, and if you see something online, you can already match it to this pattern. You see some cool new shiny object online or someone is doing this. Okay, does this actually match my values? Will this give me the fulfillment I like in life? Do I want it that I want in life? Do I see meaning behind this? If the answer is no, then forget it. You're just gonna do this for a month or 2 or some certain period of time, and then you stop doing it anyway.